Today our topic is facial compartment of the thigh. Here three compartments: the anterior compartment or extensor compartment, the medial compartment or adductor compartment, the posterior compartment or flexor compartment. And these compartments are formed due to the intermuscular facial septa. And there are three intermuscular facial septa. This is lateral intermuscular facial septa, then medial intermuscular facial septa, and posterior intermuscular facial septa. And these intermuscular facial septa are nothing but these are formed by the facilita. These are formed by the facilita. Facilita. Here facilita form a sleeve or stocking like structure. Form a sleeve or stocking like structure. And this intermuscular septum, it pass from the inner aspect of the deep facial sheath of the thigh to the linea sphaera of the femur. It pass from the inner aspect of the deep facial sheath of the thigh, which is here inner aspect of the deep facial sheath, means inner aspect of the deep facial sheath up to the linea sphaera of the femur. Linea sphaera of the femur, which is found in the shaft of the femur. This is linea sphaera of the femur. Linea sphaera of the femur. And divided the thigh into three compartments, that is anterior compartment, medial compartment, and the posterior compartment. So the intermuscular facial septa, these are the facilita or deep fascia, and here it is formed a sleeve or stocking like structure. And pass from the inner aspect of the deep facial sheath of the thigh to the linea sphaera of the femur, and divided into thigh into three compartments: the anterior compartment, medial compartment, and posterior compartment. Here one structure, see. This is the anterior compartment, this is the medial compartment, and this is the posterior compartment. These are formed due to, these are the intermuscular septum. Here, this is the lateral intermuscular septum, lateral side, and this is the posterior side, that is posterior intermuscular septum, and this is the medial intermuscular septum. So, the anterior compartment lies between the lateral intermuscular septum and medial intermuscular septum. Then medial compartment lies between the posterior intermuscular septum and medial intermuscular septum. And posterior compartment lies between the lateral intermuscular septum and posterior intermuscular septum. So the first one is, that is the anterior compartment or extensor compartment of the thigh. The first one is the anterior compartment. So the anterior compartment of the thigh, it is lies between the lateral intermuscular septum and medial intermuscular septum. It is bounded by lateral intermuscular septum and medial intermuscular septum. Next, the contents of the anterior compartment of the thigh. First one is the muscles. Here these muscles are found, that is quadriceps femoris muscle, quadriceps femoris, then articularis genu, then sartorius muscle, here nerve supply, that is the femoral nerve, and artery supply is the femoral artery. So the anterior compartment of the thigh, it is lies or bounded laterally by the lateral intermuscular septum and medially by the medial intermuscular septum, and contents of the anterior compartment, it is muscle quadriceps femoris muscle, articularis genu muscle, sartorius muscle, and nerve femoral nerve, the artery femoral nerve. So here we first discuss about the quadriceps femoris muscle. The quadriceps muscles is named because it is formed by the four parts. The first one is rectus femoris, muscle. Next, vastus group of muscle. That is, and they had three muscle of vastus group. And it's vastus lateralis, then vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis. So see, I had four muscle, that is vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis, and rectus femoris. For this reason, this is called quadriceps femoris. Quadri means four. So here four muscle, that rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedialis, and vastus medialis. That's why it is called quadriceps femoris muscle. It is the main bulk of the muscle of the anterior aspect of the thigh, and it is the most powerful extensor muscle of the knee joint. Here all the quadriceps muscle cross the one joint, and that is the knee joint, except the rectus femoris, which crosses the two joints, that is the hip joint and knee joint. Now the rectus femoris, first one is rectus femoris. Rectus femoris, first one, its origin. Here in case of rectus femoris, there are two heads. One is straight head and another one is reflected head. First one is, and there is two heads. two heads. First one straight head, straight head. Next reflected head. And straight head arises from the anterior inferior iliac spine. Anterior inferior iliac spine, AIS, or anterior inferior iliac spine. Straight head arises from the anterior inferior iliac spine, and reflected head arises from the arises from the ilium just above the acetabulum. Arises from the ilium just above the acetabulum. Ilium of the hip bone and just above the acetabulum. Next insertion. The rectus femoris is placed anterior to the vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis. Anterior to the vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis, and the two head, that is the straight head and reflected head, ultimately form a joint, and these two head ultimately two head and form a joint, and obtuse angle, and inserted as a tendon at the base of the patella. So it is inserted into the base of the patella. Picture. This is the origin and insertion of the quadriceps femoris muscle. First one is anterior view, and this is the posterior view. Here two heads. One is that is the reflected head, and that is the straight head. Reflected head and straight head. The reflected head is arises from the ilium just above the acetabulum, and the straight head arises from the anterior inferior iliac spine. This is the point of anterior inferior iliac spine, and here the femur is attached to the hip joint, and this is the acetabulum. Here the above portion, this is the above of the acetabulum. Here arises the reflected head of the rectus femoris muscle, and these are form an angle, obtuse angle, and ultimately end as a tendon, that is the patella. Here the patella, the base of the patella, here inserted the muscle of the rectus femoris muscle. And here the lateral side, this is for the vastus lateralis, and medial side, this is for the vastus medialis. And below the rectus femoris muscle, lies the vastus intermedius, that is the lateralis and medialis. Between these two muscles lies the vastus intermedialis and vastus intermedius, and vastus intermedius lies deep to the rectus femoris muscle. So the rectus femoris muscle lies anterior to the vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius, and end into the base of the patella. Now the nerve supply. Posterior division of the femoral nerve, supplied by the posterior division of the femoral nerve. Here function, it helps in extend the knee and flex the hip joint. Extend the knee and flex the hip joint because it mainly supply the both joint, that is knee joint and hip joint. That's why it extend the knee joint and flex the hip joint. Extend the knee joint and flex the hip joint. So already I told that is the quadriceps group of muscle, and that means there are 4 muscle. These are cross the only one joint except the rectus femoris. Rectus femoris muscle and supply or cross the both joint, that is the hip joint and knee joint. That's why it helps in the extension of the knee joint and flexion of the hip joint. And this action is required during the kicking. That's why it is called the kicking muscle. So must remember the rectus femoris muscle is called the kicking muscle. The kicking muscle. Next, vastus medialis. Vastus medialis arise from the following areas, and that is first one is the lower part of the intertrochanteric line. Lower part of the intertrochanteric line, intertrochanteric line, lower part of the intertrochanteric line of the femur. Now the spiral line, the next the medial lip of the linea aspera, next the medial supracondylar line, these are found in the femur. So the vastus medialis arise from the following areas, that is the intertrochanteric line, the spiral line, the medial lip of the linea aspera, and the medial supracondylar line. And insertion, the vastus medialis are inserted into the medial border of the patella and through the medial patellar retinaculum into the medial condyle of the tibia. So the vastus medialis are inserted into the medial border of the patella. Medial border of the patella and through the medial patellar retinaculum into the medial condyle of the tibia. So through the medial patellar retinaculum column into the medial condyle of the tibia. The medial condyle of the tibia. Here insertion medial border of the patella and through the medial patellar retinaculum into the medial condyle of the tibia. Now the nerve supply. It is supplied by the vastus medialis, nerve to the vastus medialis. Nerve to vastus medialis. It is the thickest muscular branch of the posterior division of the femoral nerve. It is the thickest muscular branch of the posterior division of the femoral nerve. So the nerve supply of the vastus medialis muscle, that is supplied by the nerve to the vastus medialis. It is the thickest branch of the posterior division of the femoral nerve. Now the function, that is the extension of the knee joint. The function, the extension of the knee joint. Next muscle is vastus lateralis. Vastus lateralis, it has also a long linear origin from the following areas. First one is the upper end of the intertrochanteric line. The upper end of the intertrochanteric line. Intertrochanteric. The inferior border of the greater trochanter. Inferior border of the greater trochanter. And anterior border of the greater trochanter. Next, the lateral lip of the linea sphaera. Lateral lip of the linea sphaera. And lateral margin of the gluteal tuberosity. Lateral margin of the gluteal tuberosity. So the vastus lateralis muscle arises from the following areas, which is the upper end of the intertrochanteric line, the inferior the inferior border of the greater trochanter, and the anterior border of the greater trochanter, and the lateral lip of the linea sphaera, and the lateral margin of the gluteal tuberosity of the femur. Here insertion of the, it is the origin. Here, insertion the lateral border of the patella. Lateral border of the patella. Now through the lateral patellar retinaculum into the lateral condyle of the tibia. Through the lateral patellar retinaculum. Lateral patellar retinaculum into the lateral condyle of the tibia. Lateral condyle of tibia. So the vastus lateralis are inserted into the lateral border of the patella and through the lateral patellar retinaculum into the lateral condyle of the tibia. The nerve supply posterior division of the femoral nerve, that is supplied by the posterior division of the femoral nerve. Posterior division. Function extension of the knee joint. The knee joint. Now the vastus intermedius. Vastus intermedius, it arises from the following two areas. First one, the anterior surface of the shaft of the femur. Origin from the anterior surface of the shaft of the femur. The shaft of the femur. On the lateral surface of the shaft of the femur. Lateral surface of the shaft of the femur. Femur has there three surface: the anterior surface, lateral surface, and medial surface. You must remember that is the medial surface of the shaft does not give origin of the muscles, but it is covered by it. But from the lateral surface of the shaft of the femur, the vastus intermedius muscles origin, and anterior surface of the shaft of the femur. But always remember that is the medial surface of the shaft of the femur. There is no origin of this muscle. Only it covered by only the medial surface of the shaft of the femur is covered by this muscle. Insertion it is inserted into the base of the patella and deep to the tendon of the rectus femoris. So the rectus femoris muscle is inserted above and deeply situated this muscle, that is the vastus intermedialis muscle. So it is inserted into the base of the patella deep to the tendon of the rectus femoris. Inserted into the base of the patella and deep to the tendon of the rectus femoris. deep to the tendon of the rectus femoris. Now nerve supply here, the posterior division of the femoral nerve. Nerve supply, femoral nerve, that is posterior division. And function, that is extension of the knee joint. Extension of the knee joint. So all the quadriceps group of muscle, their function are same, that is the extension of the knee joint, except the quadriceps femoris, except the rectus femoris muscle. And the nerve supply are same, that is the femoral nerve and the posterior branch of the femoral nerve, posterior division of the femoral nerve, except the vastus medialis, which is supplied by the nerve to the vastus medialis. এখানে একটা পিকচার দেখো এটা হচ্ছে কি, এটা আমার ল্যাটারাল সাইড, সো দিস ইজ দ্য মাসল অফ ভাস্টাস ল্যাটারালিস and medial side is the muscle of vastus medialis, and here two muscles are rectus femoris and situated above, and deep to the rectus femoris situated vastus intermedius. Thank you.